last time on this channel. Hey guys, it's Rich, and today I'm doing What's in the Box. So, I spent $8 on 2 tarot decks. This is awesome. I love how this math works, because these 2 decks, I kind of fell in love with the artwork, just seeing it posted up on the internet. So, I'm hoping that the artwork stands up to my expectations. And now, it's all come in. This is the first time the box is actually being opened. Oh my gosh. Guys, you're gonna love this. And now, for the reveal. I got the Tarot Illuminati. Just looking at the Tarot Illuminati, first impressions, wonderfully packaged. Has the magnetic clasp. I kind of have to open this really quick. I think this might actually be one of the decks that I keep the box for, because the box is so nice. Let me just be honest, I love a good package. So, yes, I think this may be a box that I end up keeping. Let's throw that down there. Nice magnetic clasp. Ooh. A little thin on the book, that's fine though. I do like a good companion book. Like I said, I love to read through these and see what the artist's interpretations are. Oh my gosh. Just from seeing just the Magician one, which they call the Alchemist, there is a full page, a full color page on the card itself, and one page on the explanation for the card. So it looks like it's put together pretty darn well. The major arcana are all like that, and I just cannot wait to actually break open this deck and look at this deck. The minor arcana have small pictures, and the rest of the page is all the interpretations and whatnot. So yes, I'm absolutely looking forward to this. Even to just reading this book is something that I'm looking forward to. Let's see. In the front of the book, they give 1, 2, 3 different types of spreads, which I always like to try new spreads. I have one that I've been using lately that has worked pretty well for me. Ooh, let's get this lovely box out of the way for a minute. First impressions on the deck, nicely wrapped. I'm not a fan of the gilding. I'm not a fan of gilding on the cards. If you guys are, that's fine. I'm not. So that's my personal preference. Let's see here. They give a little advertisement for the tarot bag that you can get for your Tarot Illuminati. So you can get a specialized bag for that. I actually have a bag that I made for this deck in particular, so I will not be using their bag. Okay, and here's one reason that I don't like gilding. The full card, whenever I was taking off this card here that tells about, or it's the dedication, this card actually stuck to the gilding and caught on the edge of the full card. I can get over that. I hope it doesn't happen to any of the other cards, though it might. And if that does happen, I'll be kind of disappointed, but I'm sure I can still live. So yes, that's one reason I don't like gilding on my cards, because they tend to stick. And sometimes it ends up rubbing off, so not really a fan of gilding. So yeah, it comes with the dedication card. That's great. These might end up as bookmarks, because who doesn't need another bookmark? Now, I'm going to try to flip you guys down so we can actually do a flip through of the deck. This is going to be the first time that I see these cards in their entirety. I will also have the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck right next to it, so we can compare the more traditional style to this deck in particular. So those are things that are going to be in all of the Tarot Talk videos that are deck reveals or deck flip throughs and whatnot. So that's one thing that I've done in these videos so that you can see the difference and see the similarities and see if you actually want them. So anyway, with that, let's go ahead and flip through this deck. So here we have the Tarot Illuminati, and here we have the Rider-Waite-Smith, the more traditional, quote-unquote, type of tarot, so you guys can see how they are similar and how they are different. I'm going to do a flip through of all the cards, but first a couple things. The back is absolutely beautiful. It is reversible. The size, they are about the same size as a regular Rider-Waite-Smith deck. There's a little bit of extra over here, but that's not really noticeable. This is what I'm talking about with the gilding. I did have to go through all these cards to separate them because of the gilding, and there's a little tiny sliver on the edges where the gilding caught on. So yeah, it kind of didn't ruin the deck, but it made me a little peeved. These are borderless, so you don't have to cut the borders off. If you like borderless, this is a good deck for you. The artwork in here is fantastic. Like I said, I had to go through this just to separate the cards, and I couldn't help myself but to look at the artwork. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and flip through this. They did change the name of the Magician to the Alchemist. Okay. Again, this is why I don't like gilding, but that's my personal preference. The High Priestess. The High Priestess. The Empress. The Emperor. These are beautiful cards. My one drawback is that they do have the gilding because it does catch on to things. Again, this is a brand new deck, so I probably just have to go through and shuffle them a few times and get a feel for them and whatnot. So there's not a lot of gloss on these, not like the Rider-Waite-Smith. It's not a smooth plastic finish. This is more of a, I don't know if you can hear that, this is more of a, like a cardstock, flat cardstock type of finish, I guess. I don't know what you would call that. Beautiful strength card. All these cards are really beautiful. This is one of the cards that I actually gravitate towards whenever I'm looking at a deck. This, the Magician, and then there's a few other cards. So the Hermit is absolutely beautiful. I do agree with the Hermit there. Wonderful Hermit card. I said all of these, I can stop them from moving around, all of these cards are beautifully done. And I sure hope that this is coming in clear enough for you guys to be able to see. Yeah. Very powerful Tower card. The one thing that I will say that I don't like about this deck is that there is a lot of things going on in this deck, which for me is okay because that will force me to sit there and look at the deck more and more and more and actually evaluate what I'm looking at and what I'm processing, what information I'm getting. I did look through the book a little bit further before shooting this part of the video, and one disappointment that I have with the book is that it doesn't do reversed meanings. I do read in reversals, and I like a book that has not only the general meaning and what it means to the artist, but also the reversed meanings for the cards themselves. So that's one thing whenever putting out a book that I would hope that a lot of authors would incorporate. And they didn't do that in this one. The Two of Swords is one that is a stalker card for me. It's come up in so many readings, especially in the past. Oh, wow. The Three of Swords is so bloody and it's raw. Anyway. But like I said, the Two of Swords was one that would come up time and time again in readings, not only for me, but for other people. And I kind of appreciate a good Two of Swords. So yeah. These are done in a very regal sense. I don't know a better word for it than just very, very regal, very refined. I love the realistic look of this deck, and with the other deck coming up next, you'll see my weird taste in art that I mentioned in the previous video. So, but you're going to have to stay tuned for that one. And that should be releasing in around Tuesday, I think. I'll post it. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I am going to say. Tuesday, I will post the next Tarot Talk video where I will be revealing my other deck that I got. Like I said, stuff like this is a lot that's happening in this Six of Wands. There's a lot of things going on. This is actually going to force me to sit down with this card and evaluate all of what's going on just in this one card. This is an absolute work of art. It is beautiful, but I'm going to have to sit down and really examine all the little tiny parts and pieces of it. So see, I like how they kept the traditional look of the Ten of Wands. My thing is, with this Ten of Wands, this is such an unnatural way of carrying wands, or carrying anything that, you know, can go every which way. I don't see the practicality in carrying something that way. I like the way that the Witch's Tarot actually has the Ten of Wands, as you will see in a future video. I hope you guys can see this. I tried to zoom in the camera enough, and because I don't have my usual tripod out, these videos are looking a little bit different than the more professional looking ones that I've already shot for this series. So in the future, whenever you see more in this series, yeah, they're gonna be of, hopefully you would agree, a higher quality. Yeah. Okay, there we are. Wonderful Two of Cups. Very nice Three of Cups. Oops. See? There we go. There's your Five of Cups there. So I love the artwork in these. I'm just really not loving the gilding on the edges. But otherwise, the artwork is fantastic. I kind of wish that they did the smooth finish on this deck, but that's not a deal breaker for me. I know having the smooth finish is probably why a deck like this doesn't wear out so easily, but I wouldn't mind buying this again. I'll probably end up getting the Tarot Illuminati. There's another edition that it does have borders, but it does not have the gilding. I don't know if it's the premium edition or what it's called. Angela did a video on it from the Pagan perspective. He did a video on that Tarot Illuminati deck and the differences. So if I were to buy this again, I would probably get that, and then if I really felt froggy about not having borders, I would cut the borders off. But I really don't like to cut borders because it just makes me so nervous. So I just really can't bring myself to do it. Ooh, wow. 8 of Pentacles. That is nice. And it seems like each suit has a different ethnicity whenever it comes to the minor arcana. It looks that the pentacles are Asian. I think it was the... Hold on a second. I'd say the cups are more European. The wands are, I'd say, more of an India-based. And the swords are more of a oh, I don't know what you would call that. Maybe like a UK based. I don't know. I don't know what nationality. It's probably in the book, so maybe I have to just read the stinking book. So that is the Tarot Illuminati. If I can straighten everything out here. They do seem thicker than the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot. Like I said, about the same size, but they are thicker. Considerably thicker. They don't feel thicker whenever you're handling them, but apparently they are. And it might be the plastic coating that is throwing me off on the Rider-Waite-Smith. So it could be that. So with this deck, it might be a little bit more on the difficult side for you to shuffle. I think I want to say it's the premium edition. Like I said, Angelo did a video on it, and if I remember, I will go ahead and link to his video. It does seem thicker because I can't really bridge shuffle right out the gate with them. Let's try this. Yeah, a little on the difficult side. And there. Okay. You know what? We're just gonna do that. Okay. So a little on the difficult side to bridge shuffle. Like I said, I'm also gonna have to get them broken in because this gilding is getting in my way. So I think the edges just need to smooth themselves out a little. But yeah, I can do sideways shuffle though just fine. I have bigger hands. I got man hands, so it might be easy for you. It might be a little bit more difficult. Just simple things to consider whenever you are picking up this deck. Again, that is the Tarot Illuminati. There's the awesome box. Love the box. The book, like I said, full color book. Full color book inside. And it gives a little paragraph on the artist's interpretation and themes and concepts that go along with the card. So again, no reversals. I think they have, I think it was 4 that I counted, spreads that are in here. They also have an ebook that goes along with this deck, so you can go ahead and pick up the ebook as well. But that is the Tarot Illuminati. Until next time, may you have love, hugs, and ladybugs. Bye.